let's talk about the comment. Let's read the comment and then talk about the backstory on the comment for just a moment. This person says, "Doing it the American way. I'm happy for you and your family." Thank you very much. I appreciate that, man. What's he talking about? He's talking about how my family earns a living now. For 26 years, I was a landscape contractor. My wife was in agricultural exports. She shipped agricultural commodities to Southeast Asia. When I was 45, her salary had blown up so large that we didn't need my money anymore. And she looked at me and she said, "Retire." And so I did. And then started making social media content. I didn't get on TikTok until 2020, but I was making social media content and then was building this audience, this following up. But for fun, you know. I didn't expect to have 1,000 followers on TikTok. I didn't expect anybody on YouTube to pay attention to anything I had to say, but people started flooding in, and here we are. So she was making all of the money. I was retired and having fun on social media. And then her company went under, and we lost all of our revenue. And we needed to replace that. So my wife looked at me and she said, "You built an audience. Let's monetize it." I go, I don't think that's something that we could sustain on. You were making so much fucking money that I can't replace it with content creation. She goes, "Let's see what we can do." And she monetized my platforms. And now we're making more money off of my content than she ever made. And so we're living the American dream, right? We're working for ourselves. We're making good money. We control our own hours. Doing it the American way. Now the hypocrisy comes in when it comes to the people that hate me. And it's typically made up of either far right-wing people, MAGA, or far left-wing people. But the far right-wing people, they had a huge problem with the fact that I retired early and my wife was still working. I wasn't a real man because my wife was still working and supporting the family. And what I find hilarious is that most of these guys agree with the memes and the videos that they would see when you'd see these TikToks where there's a man and a woman standing in the kitchen and the man's looking at a piece of paper and it's supposed to be a $150,000 job offer that his wife got. And then his wife's sitting there going, "Isn't that nice?" And he's like, "Yeah." And then she smacks him on the ass and says, "Now get in there and make me a sandwich." And they run to go make him a sandwich. Most of those guys agree with that shit and say things like, "If my wife ever made $150,000 a year, I wouldn't be working either." But when my wife made well over that and I stopped working, all of a sudden I wasn't a real man. Anyway, fast forward to now where I'm making all the money doing content creation, and none of them are to be found. None of them are to go or can be found to say, "Oh wow, man, you're living the capitalist dream. You took advantage of a free market and a need or a want that people had out there, and look at you. You're fucking living the dream." None of them can be found, right? They all still have a problem. Well, he just sits on his ass making TikToks all day long. Yeah. Yeah. Because I'm making that much money doing it. Why would I not? If you fucking idiots, not this guy, but the people in MAGA that hate me, if you fucking idiots could figure out how to do it, you do it too. Why do you think the elder millennial makes the content he makes? You think it's for fun? No, he's getting paid, numbnuts. He's getting paid. Yes, you can monetize your presence on social media. And the people that have a problem with you, who claim to love capitalism and the free market, will have a problem with you taking advantage of it. And here's the best part. They're the motherfuckers that engage with my content the most, that push my content the most, which brings me the most money. So thank you very much for the kind words to all you MAGA chodes that don't like me. Keep fucking commenting.